My name is Alex, and Halloween was always the highlight of the year for me. But this year, something sinister lurked beneath the festivities in our town of Hollow Grove, something that would haunt me forever. It began innocuously enough. A group of friends and I decided to explore the abandoned mansion at the edge of town, drawn by rumors of its haunted past. The air was thick with anticipation as we pushed open the creaking gates and stepped into the overgrown courtyard. The mansion loomed before us, its once grand facade now a crumbling relic of a forgotten era. As we ventured inside, the atmosphere grew heavy with an oppressive darkness that seemed to seep into our very souls. But we pressed on, fueled by equal parts curiosity and bravado. It wasn't long before we realized we were not alone. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering secrets that sent shivers down our spines. Doors slammed shut behind us, trapping us in a maze of corridors that seemed to shift and twist with each passing moment. And then we found it, the hidden entrance to the mansion's forbidden crypt. As we descended into the depths below, the temperature plummeted, and the air grew thick with the stench of decay. Ancient runes adorned the walls, their meaning lost to time, and a sense of dread washed over us like a tidal wave. But the true horror awaited us in the heart of the crypt. There, in the flickering candlelight, we witnessed a sight that would haunt our nightmares for years to come. Shadows writhed and twisted, taking on grotesque forms that defied comprehension, and in the center of it all, a figure clad in darkness reached out to us with clawed hands and eyes that burned with a malevolent hunger. In a panic, we fled the mansion, desperate to escape the nightmare that had consumed us. But as we emerged into the cold light of dawn, we knew that our ordeal was far from over. For in the weeks that followed, Hollow Grove was plagued by strange occurrences, disappearances, sightings of shadowy figures, and whispers that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. As Halloween approached, Hollow Grove descended into a frenzy of fear and paranoia. The townsfolk whispered of curses and dark omens, and many refused to leave their homes after dark. But despite the growing sense of unease, my friends and I were determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting of our town. We pored over ancient tomes and whispered legends, searching for any clue that might lead us to salvation. And then, on the eve of Halloween, we stumbled upon a revelation that would change everything. Hidden within the pages of an ancient grimoire, we found a ritual that promised to banish the darkness once and for all. With trembling hands, we gathered the necessary ingredients and prepared to face the evil that had taken root in our town. As the clock struck midnight on Halloween night, we ventured into the heart of Hollow Grove, guided by the light of flickering torches and the strength of our resolve. The air crackled with anticipation as we reached the abandoned mansion, the site of our first encounter with the horrors that plagued our town. With the ritual prepared, we began to chant, our voices rising in a desperate plea for salvation. The ground shook beneath us, and the air grew thick with the scent of sulfur as the darkness coalesced into a swirling vortex of malevolent energy. But we stood firm, our hearts united in defiance against the darkness. And then, in a blinding flash of light, the ritual reached its climax. The darkness recoiled, shrieking in agony, as it was torn asunder by the power of our collective will. And in its wake, the first rays of dawn broke over the horizon, banishing the shadows once and for all. As the townsfolk emerged from their homes, blinking in the light of a new day, we knew that our ordeal was finally over. And as we watched the sun rise over the horizon, we vowed to never forget the horrors we had faced and the strength we had found in each other. For in the end, it was our unity and courage that had saved us from the darkness that threatened to consume us all. And as we celebrated the dawn of a new era in Hollow Grove, we knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, we would face them together as one.